Yo, what's going on, guys? As you guys probably already know, the Philadelphia 76ers got their pick this year. The Nets decided to convey it till next year, which means the Sixers will not have their 2023 pick. And instead, they get their 2022 pick, which is the 23 overall pick. So before we start today's video, I would like to hear your thoughts down below. Who do you think they'll draft? Why do you think they'll draft? And how will that player help the team win? So again, who do you think they'll draft? Why will they draft that guy? And how will he help the team win? Now let's get right into the video. So originally with the Nets getting the pick, I had the Nets drafting, debating between a few guys at that range. They were going to have a chance of looking at Patrick Baldwin, I believe, at that range, Bryce McGowens, Nikola Jovic, Kennedy Chandler, Marjon Beauchamp, Jake LaRavia, Blake Wesley, Walker Kessler, Wendell Moore Jr., Trevor Keels, a bunch of guys. And personally, at that range, in my opinion, they should be looking at Patrick Baldwin, Marjon Beauchamp, and I think Jake LaRavia. They need guys who can help them right now. First off, I think my man Terquavian Smith will be available there? Yes, I think Terquavian Smith could be available there. I very much love Terquavian Smith. And do they need another point guard? Yes, Terquavian Smith could fit in. And I would very much like a Terquavian Smith or Kennedy Chandler. I almost said Chandler. But people do not realize that they draft Jaden Springer last year in the first round. And Tyrese Maxey broke out this year, which we all know. So your thought is, will Jaden Springer, and they also have Isaac Joe, who's still there, or Joe Isaac. I think it's Isaac Joe. They have talent. They have talent on this roster. I really think when you look at this, the guys who can make an immediate impact, Patrick Baldwin could be a catch and shoot four and could also play small forward. If they want to get rid of Tobias Harris, which is an option that they're looking at, Patrick Baldwin could help Georges Niang and I think Paul Reed all fill the void of them trading Tobias Harris. Now, Marjon Beauchamp, if they want to get rid of Matisse Thybulle and not lose that defensive presence as much and have better three-point shooting, Marjon Beauchamp would be your guy. I think he's more of the wing version of a PJ Tucker. If you want a four who's as an analytically driven team, because they're ran by Daryl Morey, Jake LaRavia is perfect. He can come in, start day one from Wake Forest, 6'8", with like a 6'10" wingspan. He's going to shoot them threes. He's going to drop 3 to 5 assists a game, grab like 5 to 7 rebounds, probably average 10 to 12 points. For most people, his game will be very boring, but it's very fundamental. Like, it has great fundamentals. He has a great skill set, which is just a very all-around guy. He's athletic enough to be a plus defender. He's not going to wow you or anything. Good team defender, good rotating defender. So when you look at that, I definitely think he's a guy that people need to consider. But again, Terquavian Smith, if they want to go guard heavy and they feel like Jaden Springer just sucks and they want to trade him, Terquavian Smith could be a guy that could play day one from NC State. Now, if they want a four, I think Jake LaRavia or Patrick Baldwin at 23 would be their two options. If they want a wing, I think it's Marjon Beauchamp or Nikola Jovic. Jovic's, I think, a more athletic and a better his floor is a Dario Saric. And I think he's definitely a guy who could be a point forward. But I really think if they were looking at Marjon Beauchamp, Jake LaRavia, Terquavian Smith, and Patrick Baldwin, if I had to choose who they go, I'm going Jake LaRavia or Patrick Baldwin. I'm going to go more Jake LaRavia because Daryl Morey loves the analytics, and this guy could also be a small ball five if they ever want to take your boy Joel Embiid out the game. I know it's a very interesting situation, but I do believe the best thing for them would be to get a Jake LaRavia. Unless they do trade Tobias Harris, then I would say go Patrick Baldwin to fill in the three-point shooting. And he's a great three guy. Great three. And he and Georges Niang would be perfect next to Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Matisse Thybulle, Joel Embiid, and then Georges Niang and your man Patrick Baldwin could just alternate from the four and just shoot threes. Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts down below. I don't think Nikola Jovic or Bryce McGowens, I could see them drafting Taquavian Smith, if they do a trade and Jaden Springer's included in a package because maybe they just think Jaden Springer's a bust. I think Kennedy Chandler and Jaden Springer are too similar. That's why I don't think they go Kennedy Chandler because they drafted Jaden Springer last year. So I really do believe they go guard. It's going to be Taquavian Smith. Maybe a Blake Wesley, but I think Smith has impressed way more than Wesley. So, but again, I do believe it's either going to be Baldwin or LaRavia out of Wake Forest. Want to hear your thoughts down below. Like and subscribe, guys.